guys, welcome back to my channel, The Last Kingdom, Season 3, Episode 1. This is the last season, I think, until I'm all caught up. Now, there's 10 episodes this season, and I think this is the season where it got picked up by Netflix, because there is a little Netflix logo before I start the episode. So yeah, hopefully with the bigger budget, I assume that it's just going to get better. So in the last episode, in the finale of Season 2, they saved Ethelfled. They had this entire plan. Uhtred and his gang of people. Klappa ended up dying, Siegfried ended up dying, and Eric ended up dying. And Oda the Elder ended up dying too. So a lot of people died last episode, but what I really love about this show is that every season just feels like not a completely different story, but like the transitions between the seasons are done so well. Like each season ends and I don't feel like, I've never had the thought of, oh, I wish that we had another episode, or oh, I wish that these storylines were wrapped up better. I've never felt that. Each season feels like it concludes in a satisfying way, and the pace is it's just really good. I don't really have a lot of predictions for this season other than maybe Uhtred finally gets to execute his plan of taking over Bebbanburg with the help of Alfred. I don't know. That's what I hope is executed this season, because I've been waiting for that literally since Season 1. So yeah, I really want to get into this episode, wanted to keep my thoughts short and sweet. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, that was a lot. Wow, the last 5 minutes of that, just everything happened so quickly. Okay, let's go over what happened in the beginning of the episode, I guess. Clearly a lot of time has passed since the season that Alfred's son, I forget what his name was sick. Edward is his name. Now that Alfred is, at least in this episode, they said, dying, I assume Edward is going to be the one that carries his legacy and takes the throne after he's dead. But then again, I don't know, because Ethelwald is very much a character who would probably kill Edward and then take the throne for himself. Even though, I mean, he has a claim, but I don't know how accepted that would be by the community as a whole. I don't think that they would just accept Ethelwald taking the crown. But he's scheming, man. I think I predicted in the finale of last season, I predicted that Ethelwald was going to have a bigger role this season in terms of his whole scheming and his manipulating. He's really entertaining, don't get me wrong, and when he was first introduced, he was super funny and super captivating, but I think that shit is going to go down with Ethelwald this season, and I don't really feel good about it. I think he's one of those characters that slips under the radar a little bit in terms of being a threat, which is not good, because by the time that they realize he's a threat, it's going to be too late. I feel like something's going to go down, something bad is going to happen that he made happen through his whole scheming or whatever. Alfred is apparently dying, though. He has what I believe to be Crohn's, or what would be diagnosed today as Crohn's. It's crazy to me that during this time period, they didn't really have like a medical diagnosis for something like that. They didn't know what it was. So it must have been super scary for anybody that had to deal with it, because I assume during this time, Alfred was not the only one dealing with this issue. Okay, really sorry for this super weird cut. I had to film a day later because my roommate walked in while I was filming my final thoughts. So, as I was saying, or as I think I was saying, I was talking about Alfred and his Crohn's, because it seems like they're setting up Alfred dying this season. It really seems like that's what they're building up. Now, I don't know how he died historically. I'm going to assume it was from complications from whatever he has, which I think is Crohn's. I think that a lot of forces are going to be working against him, knowing that, I mean, I don't know if everybody else is aware that I don't know if this was like common knowledge that he was really sick, but I feel like with everybody else knowing that, people are going to start to take advantage of that and assume that his mind is going to become weaker too, and maybe try to do some scheming. Alfred is going to try his best to get this vision to happen, his vision of one England to happen, before he ends up dying. What else happened this episode? We were introduced to two new characters, Bloodhair and Skade. Very, very Hot Topic-esque names. They are very interesting characters. Skade specifically, I can see Bloodhair dying very early on this season. I just have a feeling about Skade. She might make it all the way to the end of the season. She's gonna cause some trouble. She's gonna be a fucking problem. She's caught the eye of Uhtred. Now, she also, this episode, there was something with, like, men. She couldn't be looked at by men, only women. I have no idea what that's all about, but that also just makes me more sketched out by her. Just her entire Her entire aura is very chaotic to me. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but we just got introduced to her and Bloodhair, so they could end up being pretty badass. Pretty good enemies, good villains for Uhtred. But this episode, Uhtred was kind of smart in terms, like, I thought Skade was gonna somehow use her powers to, like, summon Bloodhair to get her out of they captured her and they put her in this little prison cell. I thought that she was going to use her powers to, like, get out of there, but Uhtred was pretty smart, and he used her screaming to his own advantage and put her on display so that they would end up getting attacked by Bloodhair and all of his men. So Uhtred was smart in that regard. Also, Gisela ended up dying this episode. Was not expecting that. She ended up dying in childbirth. I'm trying to figure out what their whole justification for killing off Gisela would have been in terms of the story. Maybe motivation for Uhtred to go off and achieve his goals. Maybe now him and Hild could actually get together. Ever since Hild was introduced, I've always wanted her and Uhtred to end up together. I just think that them as a couple, as a duo, they are just the most reasonable, in my opinion at least. So obviously I'm upset that Gisela died. I'm just trying to think about what the repercussions will be in terms of the story and what Uhtred will do. Now that he doesn't have Gisela, what is he gonna do? Obviously we see Uhtred goes from woman to woman. He's the type of guy that just needs a woman all the time, so he's gonna need a woman. Maybe Skade. I could totally see Skade, but Skade, that's too predictable. It's too predictable for him to go to Skade. Predictions for the next couple of episodes. I don't really know what plots, what storylines they're going to be setting up for this season. It seems like Skade and Bloodhair will have a pretty significant role. But in terms of Uhtred and his personal destiny, his personal goals, I don't know if he's going to end up achieving them this season in terms of Beb and Burr and all that. So yeah, I guess those are all of my thoughts. As always, thank you guys for watching. Check out my other reactions if you have not already, and I will see you guys for episode 2. Alright, bye guys.